Welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. I'm Mark and I'm going to take you for a tour around our 2012 Mitsubishi Lancer Ralliart this afternoon. Starting at the front of the car, you notice a lot of chrome running through that grille. It does have high intensity headlights and factory fog lights as well. You notice a lot of mesh in the grille just to let a lot of airflow through the engine bay, which we'll touch on shortly. Also, you notice the bonnet vents as well. We'll discuss that when we're having a chat about the performance of the car. Fitted with standard factory 18-inch alloy wheels and really good quality Yokohama tyres. Only thing, a few little scuff marks on the alloys just to make you aware. Juco presents in as new condition. Coming down the driver's side of the car, actually struggled to find a mark on it. So presents in really nice order. For a 2012, touching on 2 years old, it presents really well. As we move around to the rear of the car, there's a few important features to take note of. We do have chrome twin exhaust tips. We do have factory colour-coded reverse sensors, also reverse camera. Once again, we'll have a chat about that a little bit later. The clear tail lights and of course the Ralliart badging on the right-hand side. Once again, as I mentioned, coming down the driver's side of the car, this is virtually unmarked, this car. So, exterior presents in really good order, as is evidenced as we come down the passenger side now. Presents identical to the entire car all round. I think really it's a credit to the previous owner. The only thing that probably detracts on this side of the car, once again, just a very minor scuff on the left-hand front alloy. But I'm being really particular because overall the exterior presents like new. Okay, so now we're going to move under the bonnet of the car, and a fair amount of excitement to be generated as we have a bit of a chat about the drive line in the car. It is an all-wheel drive and it's powered by a 2-litre intercooled turbo motor. It's going to deliver you 177 kilowatts of power, 343 newton meters of torque. But at the same time, it's going to deliver you 9.6 litres combined per 100 k's fuel economy. So expect over 500 kilometres to a tank of fuel, based on the fact that quite a small fuel tank in the Lancer, 55 litre tank. As mentioned, intercooled turbo. We've got all our vents running through the bonnet just to allow airflow. A lot to like about the performance of the Ralliart being the special edition. Moving back around to the rear of the Ralliart now. A couple of ways we can open the boot. There's a manual release inside the car, or just two clicks on our remote control. Just important to note, actually, while I've got both keys, we do actually have both factory keys. It's very important as well. Very spacious in the boot area. You can also see that I have dropped down the rear of the second seat, so if we need additional storage space, we've got it. Also really important to note, premium sound system, which we'll have a chat about soon. So you do have your subwoofer just in the left-hand rear corner of the boot area. Obviously, if we just lift up where the spare wheel and everything's stored in the back, brand new space saver spare, never been on the car. So obviously a little bit like the exterior of the car, does present like new. Doesn't look like the boot's ever actually been used. Now we're in the interior of the Ralliart. We'll just turn our music down, but we'll have a chat about the premium sound system soon. We'll start on our driver's armrest. Just notice starting on the armrest, finished in the piano black trim running around the door trims and right round the console and the front of the car. Just a really high quality finish. All of our power window switches, our power mirror controls as well. You do have the ability, when you lock the car, it will actually turn our exterior mirrors inwards to protect them. And we move to the steering wheel, which is height adjustable. Set ourselves up so we've got all of our data in front of us. Leather wrapped steering wheel, all of our cruise control settings on the right hand side, all of our audio settings on the left. Also notice we've got our Bluetooth down in the bottom left corner of the steering wheel. We do have these levers up here which are for the paddle shift in our transmission, which we'll just run through shortly. Important to note, it does have light sensitive headlights, so they will recognise when it's getting darker. Somebody's just sent me an email. It does also have rain sensing wipers, so they will detect rain falling on the windscreen and automatically turn your wipers on. Also important to note, there's a lot of information that we can feed on the dashboard, just average fuel consumption, kilometres travelled. Probably important to note that this car's only travelled 39,000 kilometres, so basically it hasn't done a lot of work in its life at all. Moving to the centre console section now, and obviously being the Ralliart, it is fitted with the MMCS unit, so we do have satellite navigation. Also, as we mentioned earlier, we'll just select reverse, have a reverse camera which gives you really good clarity of the area behind you and the distance for safety. Obviously coupled with the sensors makes it really safe. Just pop it back into park there for now. Also, as I mentioned, if we do go to our audio, this car does have Bluetooth, also will support music streaming. We do have a cord which is in the glove box as standard, so it will actually bring up title and artist when you're playing your own music off your iPhone or your iPod. As I mentioned, premium sound, subwoofer in the back of the car, so as far as quality of sound goes, let's see what we've got on the radio.
If you want to be an expert at anything,
give us some music. And we're only on volume 20, but you can get an idea of the depth and quality of the sound. We'll just lose that for now, but I can definitely tell you, I can personally attest that if you want to pump some sound out, you certainly can. As I mentioned, this beautiful finish running through marble, also got your inputs there. If you want to plug in little Johnny's PlayStation. Little storage compartment, you've got a 12-volt outlet there as well. And with our transmission, drive it as a normal automatic, or we can drive it in sports mode. You do have the option to drive it in normal or sports shift. Twin clutch system, and I personally like to call this the supersonic turbo transmission. Super performing little car with great economy. We do have all-wheel control here. We can manually turn the reverse sensors off if we need to. Our little cup holders there in the middle, and then just back here, I'll just get the console lid out of the way just so we can see we do have heated front seats, so you do have low and high settings. If it's really cold and you don't want to get your little Tootsie cold, we just flick it onto high and it'll warm up our little bottoms. Leather wrapped handbrake, just release and engage. Also, just speaking of all the leather that you've seen so far, full leather interior in the Ralliart, finished in a black leather. Once again, really low Ks, and the way the car's been maintained so far in its life, you look at all of the seats in the front and the rear, absolutely like they've come out of the factory. It's still presents as brand new. I'm just going to turn the demister on because it's just fogging up a little in here. Now, the other thing to probably move on to that's also of great importance is safety. The Ralliart has a 5-star ANCAP safety rating and does have all the airbags as well, front side curtain airbags and knee airbag for the driver. So you're not going to get a safer occupant selling a car. Mitsubishi concentrated on producing a really safe car, but the Ralliart itself will give you the performance you want as well, which moves us on to the way this car's been maintained so far in its life. Privately owned motor car, reasonably local to us, bought from Chadstone Mitsubishi originally, and of course the servicing is spot on. All the intermediate services right up to the current service are done. So far in its life it's been maintained perfectly. Other important thing to take note of, the warranty start date 19th of June 2012, so you're looking at something that's under new car warranty Australia-wide through Mitsubishi until June 2017. That can't be understated. That is just peace of mind motoring. So, in summary, I'm fairly excited. A super performing car, Mitsubishi Lancer Ralliart, 2-litre intercooled turbo motor, all-wheel drive. It's built for performance, 177 kilowatts, 343 newton meters of torque, still delivering really good fuel economy. 9.2 6 litres per 100 k's combined, 5-star ANCAP safety rating, sat-nav reverse camera, alloy wheels, balance of new car warranty till 2017. As I said earlier, that can't be understated. Buy a car like this, you've got peace of mind. Hope this has helped you show the quality of our example of this Ralliart, and if you've got any further questions, feel free to give us a call, 9907 0555.